I am so pleased to bring you Kim Garst after she has finished her keynote, and really after Social Media Day Denver wrapped up. Kim, how are you feeling about your talk?
It's much easier after you're done. It's like, it builds up all day because when you're the last. Plus, you follow all these amazing people, and it's like, how do you do that?
I know. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but I was like, now I'm like, okay, I'm mellow, I'm done. Yeah.
And now you can enjoy the evening with shenanigans?
Yep, I'm looking forward to it. Right. What shenanigans are going to happen, right?
I know, a lot of shenanigans happen. I think Joel Combs pretty much in charge of it.
Well, when Joel's in charge, anything can happen. It could get wild and crazy.
It could, and it will. It will. And, we'll be sharing that throughout the evening, so you should watch the hashtag SMDayDen. I would love to dabble in this a little bit because you spoke about Facebook a lot tonight.
Right.
And it's really hard to keep up with Facebook. There's an update a day.
At least once a day. I mean, they never change anything unless you count daily.
I know.
Yeah.
How do you keep up with that all? I mean, your expertise is in it, so how do you keep up?
Well, honestly, it's tough. I mean, like I say, sometimes they just roll things out and they don't tell anybody. I mean, so there's no way to know until somebody notices a new feature and it catches hold. But you can do things like pay attention to their blog, pay attention to what Mark Zuckerberg posts. I mean, there are things that you can do to kind of keep in the loop. But it's tough because, like I say, lots of times they don't bother to tell anybody what they're doing if they've changed something up, or honestly, what's even worse is, and they do this routinely, they will roll out something new only to certain people, and there's no rhyme or reason to the certain people. And that just annoys me to no end. So some people will have a new feature months before the other people get it, and I don't like that very well, but they didn't ask my opinion.
What? This is like the 5th time I've bombed today.
It's great because then we're reminded
About you.
Consistency. What did you say?
I said we were just talking about
You
you.
did great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Always valuable.
Thank you.
They love you.
Thank you.
What's not to love?
I know.
Because you do good
Stop.
stuff.
I need
True.
I could.
we could all have that on there. I know that. Now, what would you say to a business, and there are a lot of them out there, that say, I don't know if Facebook's relevant for me? What would you say to them?
Bull crap. No, seriously. They just announced that there's 2 billion, with a B, end users on Facebook now. There's very few businesses that Facebook doesn't hold your ideal client. I mean, it would be like something random, honestly. Between Facebook ads and, taking advantage of some of the marketing opportunities on Facebook, most businesses would thrive on Facebook if they just embraced it.
No, I completely agree. And, you mentioned one word a lot today, and that was tribe. And I'd love you to expound a little bit on that. Like, how can Facebook, and obviously you don't want to give your whole talk again, I know, but what are just a couple ways you can use Facebook to build that tribe you need?
Well, to me, tribe or community or, audience, everybody uses a different word. It's all the same thing, obviously. But it's bigger than us disseminating information and attracting people to us through that information, in my opinion. One of the great things about Periscope in particular, when I started on Periscope, was the engagement with each other. So community to me, or a tribe to me, is much bigger than the person who initially brings people together. It's about, fostering relationships and connections and giving people an opportunity to connect around a common theme. And so, on Facebook, there's a lot of ways to do that, mostly through just everything you share. One of the things I said every piece of content that you share in social space has an opportunity to create revenue, profit. And it could be your kid's birthday. It could be, in your business. It might have nothing to do with your business whatsoever. And I think that's what a lot of people don't get. A lot of people will get hung up on you're posting your food. Right? And my husband, for example, he's like, I don't understand why you post your dinner and 300 people like it. it's relatability. It's a common ground, and giving people an opportunity to connect around something they relate to. That's what attracts people to other people, and so it starts with being who you are, being authentic, and sharing great stuff.
Great words from Kim Garst. Kim, what is just ahead for you? Anything you want to share about something coming up down the pipe for you?
I am working on a Facebook Messenger chatbot course because that stuff ain't intuitive. No, it's not. And so I think there's such opportunity there, and yet nobody's really training on it yet. So that's my hope. It's not gonna be a traditional course either. It's gonna be a done with you course, because like I said, this stuff is not intuitive, and I think it's based on your scenarios, what your business looks like, building your scripts, all kinds of things that I think it's going to require a little bit more hand-holding.
Well, I am excited to hear about that because, you had mentioned chat bots and messenger bots, and they certainly are the discussion nowadays. So providing that resource, that value resource you were talking about, will be key to the rest of us. So thank you. You got to start there. If it's not valuable to, your ideal client, then they're not going to buy it. Well, Kim, we're going to let you go because it's the end of Social Media Day Denver, but I know you've been here in Denver and you've got actually some other ties here too, but I hope you've been enjoying your time in the Mile High City. It's been awesome. So thank you guys for having me. Thank you so much for being our final keynote speaker for the day, and a huge draw along with Joel Comm for Social Media Day Denver. Kim, thank you for being here today. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. We're going to wrap and one more interview coming up. Erin Sell of Socially Powered, who organized this entire. She did an amazing job. I just want to give her a big shout out on my end. Incredible. That's right. So we're going to chat with her in just a little bit, but for now, we'll bid you guys adieu and see you in a few.